This happened earlier last year, and it still fucks me up if I think about it too much. First, a little backstory to explain. I'm a delivery driver for Uber Eats and have been doing it as a side gig for the past year or so to earn some extra money. Also, I'm a girl. Anyway, yeah, Uber Eats. It's a super chill job, although the pay is definitely not ideal, especially at night. Normally, any pings I get after 10 p.m. are just shitty fast food orders to customers where the chances of being tipped are even lower than what they already are, which is already very low. I would say 2 in 10 people tip on Uber Eats. Yeah, late night deliveries, rarely profitable, which is why I would barely do them. However, on this night last year, there was a bonus going on. Reach 15 deliveries in a certain time frame to get an extra $75. Music to my ears. When that's the case, late night deliveries rock because there's no traffic. It doesn't matter where you're picking up from. McDonald's, schMcDonald's, bring on the bonuses. The faster you can get them done, the faster you get to go home and knock out. Open roads all the way. Works for me. I was on a roll and finished my last McDonald's run at 2:30 in the morning, cashed my bonus, and called it a night. For context, this took place in downtown San Diego. Downtown San Diego has fun restaurants, clubs at the core, but as you branch out, it gets more seedy. Once you get out past 16th Street, it gets really sketchy. Lots of homeless camps, the works. I actively try to avoid that area, but in order to get back home and on the freeway, I had to pass through that neighborhood. One more piece of information. I drive a 2002 shitty Ford Focus, and nothing is automatic. In order to roll up the windows, you have to reach over and crank the lever. Because it's a hassle to roll them up and down manually each time, when I do deliveries, I usually just keep both my windows rolled down because it's easier to pick up, deliver through the windows. This night, fuck me. I had my windows down as usual. I was planning to roll them up before I passed 16th Street where the homeless camp was, but didn't get that far. As I turned down a side street, heading towards the main drag, up ahead, I see a man in one of those orange reflective construction vests standing on the side of the road. There's always some sort of construction going on downtown, and it's pretty common for it to happen at night, so I didn't really pay much attention. As I get closer though, the man runs into the middle of the street, waving his arms, signaling to stop. I start to slow down, thinking he's going to direct traffic, reroute me or something. I brake to 10 miles per hour, then 5, leaving distance trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. He breaks out into a jog towards my car and stops directly in front of it, blocking me and my car from moving forwards. Fuck. Immediate unease. This is weird. I'm wishing my windows were rolled up. It's 3 o'clock a.m. on a dark street, and there's not a soul around other than me and this dude. People talk about fight or flight, and I've always wondered how I would react in a situation that warranted a similar response. Now I know, my reaction is to fucking freeze. Because as I was slowing down, it hit me 5 seconds later than I should have. This guy is not a construction worker. He has on a hard hat and a vest, and the creepiest smile I've ever seen in my life. At first, I thought he was just smiling to be friendly, but smiling to acknowledge someone longer than a few seconds is very unnerving. Try it right now. Count to 5 in your head while grinning, and you'll see what I mean. That's what this guy was doing. Now that he's in front of me, I can tell he's homeless. That or just, I don't even know. Older guy, I would guess 60s, but homelessness has a way of making everyone look old, so who really knows? Fuck, he's just staring at me. Wild-eyed and smiling, all teeth. Honestly, his smile and mannerisms, the best way I can describe it is Twisty from American Horror Story. Google him if you want to. Literally though, this guy looked insane. I obviously should have reversed, but my brain was panicking, and I didn't think that fast. I'm frozen in my car, thinking, this is how I die. The whole time, he's not saying anything, just leering. Then, like a ninja, he jumps onto the hood of my car and slams his fists against my hood. I am frozen in terror, just watching this guy. He starts pounding on the hood of my car, crawling around on his hands and knees, not saying anything, just crawling and staring at me. That was the most terrifying part. He never broke eye contact once during all of this, and he never stopped grinning. The thought of my windows being open made me want to throw up, but at the same time, breaking eye contact and moving them to roll up felt scarier. Like, if I made any sudden moves or looked away, he would try to come inside the car. He never said a word. I think it would have been less scary if he said something, but he didn't. Just pounded his fists on the car and stared. In all reality, this whole encounter probably lasted all of 15 seconds, but it felt like days. I am freaking out before I can gain the sense to do anything remotely intelligent, and I see headlights in my rear view mirror coming up behind me from down the street. This man sees them too, and in an instant, he jumps off my car and breaks off into a run behind me, heading towards the new car. Jesus Christ. I floor it and don't look back until I'm halfway home on the freeway, and at this point, it's all adrenaline. For a long time after that, I stopped delivering at night. I sure as hell don't go to that section of downtown anymore. I take the longer route home. And I don't drive with the windows down at night if it's in an area even remotely run down. What I realized from this is how naive I can be to just automatically obey someone because they have a uniform. Like, I didn't even question slowing down at first, even though the situation was sketchy as fuck. The opposite, actually. In my mind, I was comforted by the fact that somebody trustworthy was on the road. Subconscious thoughts went like, oh, nice, a public servant doesn't want me making a wrong turn. By the time I stopped, it would have already been too late if this guy wanted to attack me. I shudder thinking about it. I calmed myself down, eventually by reassuring myself that this was just a crazy dude on drugs who meant no harm. Which, hopefully, that's the case. And for my own peace of mind, I am going to believe that it is. But what got to me is the fact that this guy was dressed as a road worker on the road and deliberately behaving at first in a way to lead me to believe that he was one. Why else wear that getup? And why are you trying to pull cars over? Just to freak people out? I don't know the answer, and I'm glad I didn't find out what it is he wanted from me.